So hello, welcome to part 2 of the waterfront villa speed build. So hopefully you watch part 1 where I actually build this giant waterfront villa. I think that's what I'm calling it. And in this video I'm going to be furnishing it. And I mentioned in the first one that some stuff does change. Like you saw, I just built the 2 bathrooms on top. I just didn't want to cut into the existing space that I had for the bedrooms. But I think other than that, I'm working with the same amount of space. I do add a balcony here after I just said that. I do add a small balcony up here. But I think other than that, everything else pretty much stays true to what I built in the first video. So, like I said, this is inspired by a real life house in Turks and Caicos. It's called the Cascade Villa. So I'm calling this one the waterfront villa. I think the other one is also waterfront, but it is very cascading in real life, even more so than what I built because there's a whole other like layer or two. But I didn't take on that much. This was already such an undertaking. It took me like, I think I built it in like an hour or so, an hour and a half, but furnishing it for some reason took a really long time. Even just coming up with a floor plan, like I had to totally like pause the video, kind of draw it out, delete everything, and then keep recording because I was just having a time trying to figure out what everything was going to be, and knowing that it was only going to be 2 bedrooms, but wanting to fit in, like, I have a home gym and I wanted there to be like an office space, and just I wanted there to be everything. And it almost, even though it's like such a big build, a lot of it's all outdoors. Like the entire back is completely outdoors and completely open. The actual living space is a little bit limited. And downstairs, like where the stairs are, or actually I think I added the stairs, because there's only external stairs right now. But downstairs, like the entryway is really kind of just it's completely blank. Like I add stairs and like a waterfall, and other than that, like it's not really used space, which I realize like I probably could have gotten a little bit more creative and maybe made some more space for myself, but I did not. Also, if you see me messing with the camera angles, again, I am new to these controls. I'm still figuring it out. I think in my next build video, you'll see like I've gotten a lot better. I still was having major issues with this, and just I think I finally have figured out the Sims 3 camera plus using a mouse. I think I've finally mastered it. It only took me how many hours to figure it out, but I've finally sort of figured it out. Speaking of hours, like, does anyone else that play through Origin? I think everyone plays through Origin. Like it logs how many hours you play, and I hate it. I hate seeing it. If there's a setting to turn it off, I should. I need to actually look into that. I hate seeing how much I played. Um, and at this point, it's also kind of frustrating because I'm, creating this channel and doing all this, but there was so much that I did before, like when I first downloaded the game, at the beginning of quarantine. Like there's so much stuff. Like I went on, I uploaded all my old builds, aka like my builds before I started this Sims channel, to my gallery, and like I was getting upset doing it. I was like, oh, that would have been such a good video. Oh, that would have been such a good video. So yeah, so it's really frustrating to see how many hours I played, period, but then also knowing that like so much content was never recorded. It is frustrating. So this is before I started this is when I was like, okay, what is this gonna look like? Because obviously there's like 2 wings. I wanted to make one wing, which is the side I'm working on, have like an office space, a gym, a bathroom. And like I said, I don't use this space great. I will say that. Like, it got to the point where I was like, you know what, these are the things that I need. I'm just gonna do it. So like there is a large hallway, but also like I don't know, it's if you download this and like completely strip it and rework it, I would love to see how that looks because I don't know, I just struggled with like the layout, but I always struggle with the layout. It's like the worst part. Normally in like a recreation, I would go through, and I did start doing this. I like started looking up the house and like what does the inside actually look like. And I was like, I can't do this. Like I don't have the brain capacity right now. Because I did the HGTV smart home, again, a video that I did not record because I did it months ago before I started this channel, but going through room by room, trying to replicate it, plus the layout, it's a lot. I like doing recreations, but I think I need to like kind of set my own expectations sometimes. So I got a little bit of inspiration for the kitchen in this build. But other than that, like I just kind of freehanded it, I don't know what it's called, but which was better. It took less time, I'm sure, but it did require me to like pause the video and be like, okay, what could fit here? What could fit there? Which also I think is because of the way that I'm starting to try to build, like creating the entire shell, creating like the whole build and then going in and figuring out rooms and stuff like that. Like that's why I usually like would build and I would put like a TV down or like a couch down, just being like, okay, well, like if this is how big that is, then how big does this whole room need to be? Which I kind of did that off camera. But even just like building the whole thing and then kind of coming in is still pretty new to me. And I think that's why there's like a lot of unused space. It's just, it's a learning curve for me. I'm learning. It's going to be fine. Um, in my next video, I'm building a treehouse, which I'm so excited for. I watched some really old videos of some YouTubers that I watch building it. Like, I think because, like, the algorithm on YouTube, like, maybe because I was watching, like, a Sims treehouse video that I then got served up, like, everybody else's that everyone did, like, 4 or 5 years ago, I guess, when that was cool. But I was like, I have to build this. So, I did the shell on that one, and I think the layout came together a lot more seamless than in this one. But again, this one is like a recreation of like a real life house, and then the the tree house that I was building was just like from my imagination. I looked up on YouTube like tree houses just to see like what they look like and what their general like structure was, and then kind of just did my own thing anyway. Um, so yeah, so like I said, in this, I did get a little bit of inspiration from the kitchen. I can throw up a picture of what the kitchen actually looks like. Basically, I used a round island, which I never do, which I don't know why. I do like the way it looks. And I just did this like straight across the back kitchen. Like everything that you need is right there, which I really like. And I also wanted to keep like the views pretty open. We have such great views, and because this is like sort of like an island, it's not an island. There's like a little connector, but you have like views like all over. Like everything is beautiful from all angles. When I was playing in this build, I was like zoomed all the way in at the ground level. Like I was like, I want to act like I'm really walking around this place. Um, so yeah, the layout is coming together. This was kind of a weird little area for the seating. I do move the one of the chairs, and think I put the love seat over there just because I was like, I can't get all the seating in. And then I was even thinking, I was like, why am I trying to get all the seating in? If this is a 2 bedroom house, like how many people are really going to be here at once? Like four, maybe a little bit more than that. But oh, maybe I did leave that. No, I totally get rid of something at one point. It looks way more open, I'm pretty sure. If I didn't, then I should have. I should have gotten rid of that love seat. And per usual, I hate all of our rugs. Um, I think it was Parenthood where we got the new rug that has like 1,000 options, which I'm really happy about, but I already feel like I've used all of the options that I would normally use. So I just kind of layered two rugs together. I also hate that the rugs don't size up at the same rate. Like some rugs will be like, you size it up once and it's like 50 feet big, and then other rugs are like 1, 2, 3, and it's like, it's still not big enough. So that's really, yeah. Okay, so I do move that love seat over here. I didn't know what to do over here, and there was such a cute little view, and it was just such negative space. So I do put that there, and then I don't know if I have it recorded because I didn't put anything on the walls until the end. I do download custom art per usual, and I did not use custom art for above that love seat. I do like a collage of all of the underwater photography that comes, I think, in the debug for Island Living. I'm pretty sure it's debug because it's like pictures of underwater. So it has to be Island Living. I'm pretty sure it's debug. Um, so yeah, again, just like what's up with the sizes of the rugs? I mean, did you see that? Like one level up from this is the entire room. That's crazy. I always want to use that little lamp that came in Island Living, and I still can't find a good use for it. It's just weird. So yeah, so here I am adding stairs. I was like, you know what? I know I have the external stairs, but I want internal stairs too. I felt like the entryway was just really lacking without it. So I added them, and then I do it towards the end because I found it in, I think, debug when I was like looking for something else, which always happens. Like I'm always like, let me furnish the or let me clutter the kitchen, and then I find like 95 other things that I want to use. But I found the waterfall, which has to be from Spa Day, I think, and I put it on both sides of the stairs. So like when you walk in, there's the stairs and the beautiful water behind it, and then also outside, which looks really good outside because there's already both pools and the open area to like the ocean, which kind of looks like a little pond, and then the waterfall. So I was really happy with that. And again, I really like this build because there's a lot of things happening here that I've never done. Like like I never do like split houses like this where it's like entryway on one side, living on one side, this on the other side. So like that was new. Um, the entire outside's kind of new for me. Having outdoor stairs was new for me, and I did again in my treehouse build that I was just talking about. Like I put outdoor stairs. Oh wait, no, I didn't. That was just the entryway with stairs. Anyway, I'll do it again. But so yeah, this is the kids' room. Like I said, I'm very regretful that I only put 2 bedrooms in this house. So I at least put 2 double beds in here. And they're not even like kids' double beds, I don't think. They're like regular, or not double, single beds. Um, Again, love the beanbag. And I just figured like kids have a little bit more, like they don't really care about their seating. Like they don't need like a beautiful armchair like in the master. I put like a beanbag and one of the little chairs that comes from Island Living. Um, it took me a while to go through all of the debug options for the kitchen, so I just kind of pulled everything out off camera and then restarted. Hopefully that's not bothersome for people. Like I know really good YouTube builders probably just sit down for like an hour or 2 hours and just build and like record and then maybe edit like a little bit, but I I also have other things going on. But I mean, so do they, but that's like their job. I have a job. Um I like will pause, aka like stop and start a couple of times, so hopefully that's not bothersome. And then I can't see because it's kind of small on my screen right now who did all of this art. It's probably, yeah, Sensational. I think she does the best custom art. I pulled out a ton of, I think I looked up like trees, beach, tropical, pulled out a ton of things, and then I'm just kind of going around placing stuff. And I, at the time, was like, this is great. And then I think when I start playing in it, I was like, you know what? I need a few more things on the walls. So I think I download like the bathrooms. I don't think that there was anything in the bathrooms, or maybe there's something in the kids. Yeah, so these have to come with the debug. Yeah, it's debug. Um, but anyway, like I ended up having to download some more stuff because there was not enough on the walls for my liking in the upstairs. Um, I think yeah, the kids room, and I don't think I did anything in the bathrooms. And then I think that's it for furnishing. I do a little bit of landscaping. In Sulani, I never am tempted to do like a ton of landscaping because it's the beach. So you're kind of limited, like palm trees, some rocks, a little bit of grass, but like, and also I know that I've used this excuse. Oh, that's the waterfall. It's so cute. I don't know why I said cute. I think I was gonna say cute and cool. It's so cute. I do love that. I'm totally gonna do that again in another build. But I know that I said this in other videos, like I just get tired. Like I was building this and building this and building this, and then I mean, how much landscaping can you really do? Again, it's the beach. So I'm quite happy with both of those little bushes on either side though. Those are like yeah. So screenshots are hitting. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you like this. Let me know what you think about like recreations versus, you know, just coming up with stuff. I like to do recreations. Hopefully you guys like watching them. So yeah, thank you.